Hello! Do speeds like this? And room clearing ability like this? Interest you? Then if yes, this is the build for you. I came up with this build on the fly. This is purely for base Steel Path. This is not level cap viable or anything. This is purely catered towards just speedrunning either missions or you wanna have some fun with melees and just be an absolute menace to Steel Path. So basically, there's two variants. First, there is the lamer version of just melee influence and raw or Xata's Whisper. Or there's the second, cooler option that's kind of more niche, is a slash Okina with marked by death. Both have the same result, they just nuke rooms, but nonetheless I will show you both setups. As for the first setup, this is my raw setup. Here we're playing Brief Respite in the aura slot so we can have some survivability. Lightning Dash for the parkour velocity. This is very fun. If you stack parkour velocity to the high heavens, you are going at speeds that is insane. Rolling Guard as a safeguard in case we are about to die. Precision Intensify so our raw is a higher percentage. Blind Rage for the strength. Augur Reach and Stretch for the range. Primed Flow and Equilibrium for the energy economy. Let it be said, Voruna does not have energy problems at all. Once you have her third ability on, you are basically done for the entire mission. And the Augment Prey of Diner. This is for the damage vulnerability and the increased spread radius. If you want to play Xata instead, we switch up a few things. It is mainly more range and less strength, since Xata's Whisper doesn't provide us with that much of a benefit, but it benefits melee influence also pretty good. As for the arcanes, you can play whatever. I'm playing Augmented and Strike for more strength and more melee attack speed, so play whatever you want here. As for the melee of choice, we are playing Okina Prime. These are my evolutions. First off, we got the additional combo thing from Slash, more range, and more base crit and status chance. This is the first setup. Also, you don't need a ribbon for this. I just bought one because I thought it would be funny. It is just basic electric damage and condition overload damage stacking. The ribbon is this. It's pretty much a god roll. Replaces ribbon with more range and you should be fine. As for the second setup, the arguably more funny one, it's the same mod config as the Xata loadout, since we don't need that much strength. This basically, you cast this on the outer ranges of your range, which should be around about 20 to 30 meters, and that just acts as an extended nuke. It is relatively niche, but it's also something not a lot of people are using on her. With this, I'm playing this setup. It is focused on pure slash damage and pure status chance. We basically instantly get our status count to up to 12 thanks to the evolution that we have. Also, we're playing melee exposure here, just for the flat out damage increase against armor, though you can replace this with whatever you want. As for weapons and primers, you don't need a primer. I'm just playing this for this mod. Just make sure your pistol has this mod equipped for the extra dodge speed. The rest, it doesn't matter. Primary, it doesn't matter, you can play whatever you want here. I just choose Strun because it's a status weapon, but you can play whatever you want because her 1 plus her 2 just act as a gigantic status spread machine that primes everything for you. So yeah, just keep that in mind. As for Archon Shards, I'm just playing casting speed shards, nothing else. If you want to make this even more overkill, you could play parkour speed shards and be even faster. By the way, the speed of this keeps up with the atomic cycle and is even faster than it. But if you don't want that, you could play duration shards, or if you're feeling funny, you could also play green shards. I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. As for companion, it also doesn't matter. I'm just playing a Prima Deriga. It's gonna prime whatever for you, but you're mainly doing the priming yourself anyway. So technically you could even play no companion and it wouldn't work. But yeah, either Prima Deriga or Disarm Hound would be fine. I noticed I did an oopsie, and I came to correct that. We are not playing Madarai. This is useless. We are playing Naramon for Power Spike. So we basically have infinite combo. This isn't really playing that much combo duration. I mean, yeah, what I forgot to show is if you go into your melee or into your primary, You could always play Dexterity if you want more combo duration, but yeah. If you don't want to do that, play Nairman, and you'll be fine. I'm out. Peace. The rotation is as follows. You first cast her 3, then you cast her 1, and then her 2. It's always this rotation for all the 3 builds, and then, once you have enough energy, you can cast Marked for Death on the edges of your screen, and then just watch it go poof, or roar, or anything. It just deletes rooms, and acolytes for that matter. As for the passive that we choose the passive of her 1, since more parkour velocity. I mean, as you can see, I have ridiculous parkour speed. This is not even comparable. Though, if you wanna have more survivability, you can choose her too, because it gives you status effect resistance. Though, honestly, you don't need it. If you're that fast, nothing's gonna hit you anyway, so just keep that in mind. If you got any questions, feel free to ask me. And if not, enjoy the build. I know I enjoyed it very much. In case you're curious, in the description there's a link to my Discord server. In there I post all kinds of updates and chat with my community. So if you're interested in that, feel free to join. Enjoy the clips.